Hi guys, welcome back to the Teen Toast Pod. I'm Ellie.
And I'm Lucy, and we're the sister duo you never knew you needed. Cheers to that.
I hope people know they need us now.
I know.
You
You
need us.
You
and
know
you keep
need us,
listening.
and you listen at 6 o'clock every Monday. And if you haven't got us on our socials at Teen Toast Pod, make sure you do.
Yeah, we've had a few DMs, so thanks for reaching out.
We've got such a good, funny episode lined up today. I'm so excited. But firstly, happy Easter Monday.
Yeah, happy Easter, guys.
I feel like my outfit isn't giving pastels Easter Monday.
No, it's really not. Neither of us are giving Easter.
You're giving Christmas with the emerald green.
We're still rocking the
and
cardigan.
I'm giving first year uni student.
Do you know what? It's because although it's getting warm outside, I felt my house is cold.
Because you're not putting the heating on. I'm not going to lie, I have put this hoodie on because I'm a bit chills.
Yeah, but I don't know whether, not even just the heating thing, even like in the height of summer, the house stays cool, which is really good, obviously, in the height of summer, but other than the height of summer, it's not a vibe.
Yeah, I don't know, but happy Easter Monday. Hope you all had a lovely Easter weekend.
Yeah, Easter always feels like really wholesome to me.
It is such a wholesome
It was a family time for us, wasn't it, growing up?
Yeah, FYI, if you're watching on YouTube, we have a cute little guest with us today. Biscuit's made an appearance on the pod.
Biscuit has joined us. He's very sleepy, but he wants some attention.
He wants some attention, don't you? So here we are. Did you have a good Easter? Yeah.
Hi.
But yeah, no. Easter's just always such a good. You know what it is about Easter? The day is nice, but it's the long weekend. It's so nice.
It is.
And I just feel
incredible.
Like Good Friday has such a good vibe around it as well.
There's so many opportunities to like go out, see family, have a chill, because there's so many days. It's actually elite.
It's so good.
Yeah.
So good. And guess what, guys? Tonight I'm gonna go see Burna Boy.
Oh, that is exciting.
I cannot wait to catch you all up on it.
That's in Manchester, isn't
it? Yeah. Chayo. I'm so excited.
You're such a bad singer.
I know. I don't care. I'm off to see Burna Boy tonight. That's how I'm spending my Easter Monday.
That is exciting. I will probably be reading a book, cuddling Biscuit.
That's good for you.
And chilling. However, I have had a really nice night. We, I don't know if I told you.
What?
My hockey team got confirmed promotion.
Yeah.
I know. It was so exciting.
I thought you were in the top league.
What? No, we're not in the top league at all.
Oh, you've been at the top of your league.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
But then we weren't top of the league. There was another team top of the league, but then our league's a bit weird with the point system. So we didn't know if we were confirmed top, but we've been confirmed top, confirmed promotion.
Woo!
Yeah, so we all went out with the hockey girls on Thursday. It was so nice. Just having like going out together without constantly actually socialising.
Yeah, well, you know what I thought that I forgot to update the pod on last week?
Yeah.
You know, I said I was going to go and do that baking thing with Silka.
Oh, yeah. How did that go?
Oh, my God. Girls.
Was it good?
Because I know that was when we were recommending like girly activities. Get it booked.
Oh, is it really lovely?
I know, weirdly enough, we were talking about obviously weddings and stuff. I'm not saying like go and do it for your hen do, but if you're a low-key person that wouldn't want a party vibe and you don't drink for your hen do, I can actually see doing because if you had enough people to fill out the whole room and it was just you and your friends, and then because
that'd be nice
the way they at the end they put all your cakes out and it's like Bake Off, they judge it, try it, look at the cake, and I just think if you were actually in a massive group doing that, it'd be so fun. But yeah, it was so good. Me and Silka died though because obviously they have a little bit of a kitchen station at the front, and then all of us, we genuinely thought she was going to be like live doing the cake with us. So then when she was just like, go, we were like, oh, we thought we'd be like copying.
What? I've got to actually make a cake now.
Like, yeah, but it's so good. Like the instructions are so clear. And then like 10 minutes in, they're like, your cake should be in the oven. And then like, yeah, it's so good.
Oh,
but when
cool.
I say we had to chuck everything on the cake within 30 seconds, she was like counting down and we had nothing on our cake. And we were like, but we won.
Oh my gosh, well done.
We were like teachers' pets. But it was so fun. And you get to choose, obviously, like the cake recipes there. But
or do you just get the
you win a wooden spoon.
Oh, cool.
like a big cake's wooden spoon.
Yeah.
But you actually get to choose the flavouring that goes in the cake.
Did
They
you-
have a flavouring station and like a...
You get to take it
It's like
home?
pick a mix, yeah.
Was
We
it
halved
good?
it. Oh, it was really good. So we did a vanilla and caramel flavoured
Ooh,
cake, and then we did raspberry flavoured icing.
Very nice.
And I really enjoyed it. It was good. But yeah, I totally forgot to mention it. I would definitely say get it booked.
Oh, that sounds really good. It does sound like a really cute thing to do.
Yeah, and guess what?
What?
Next week I'm going to New York. Concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. Now you're in New York.
That is exciting. I can't wait to hear all about New York. That's going to be... I feel like we won't even need to hear about it because we've seen it on social a million times.
Oh yeah, but you can all hear about it as well.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
Easter... Anyway, back to Easter weekend. I feel
Yeah.
like growing up, it was so... Do you remember how we used to count all our Easter eggs?
Yes, stop.
We'd be like, I've got 15 Easter eggs.
Yeah. So what we used to, growing up, Easters were with my dad's side of the family.
Yeah.
It was like a massive get together. My dad's one of 5. And then the family just kept growing and growing and growing because dad's the second youngest. So we were actually like some of the younger cousins.
Yeah.
So then like the older cousins having babies and like it's like a massive
It was
family.
a big family get together.
So it was always like such a big thing. Easter egg hunt, quizzes, catch up with everyone, really, really fun. And I don't know as well. I just always remember Easter's being sunny. I feel like we always get sunny Easters.
I was about to say
no, we can't
sunny.
do another episode talking about how the sun makes everything better.
No, we can't. We can't mention it again, but
No,
it
we
was
can't.
always sunny.
No, literally.
Whereas
I feel like in recent years, our Easters have just turned really small.
They're very like, oh, what we doing?
Yeah, I feel like it's not as big of a thing because I feel like it is the big weekend. Someone always has a plan on like Good Friday, Easter Monday, this or that. So, but we do still try to make Easter Sunday like a family thing, whether it's just a small meal or a big barbecue.
Yeah, definitely.
Like this year was like small, nice, cute, intimate, but like still good family vibes.
Yeah, and it's just a nice excuse to get together, even though we're not like religious or whatever. It's like the holidays. It's like bank holidays are nice times to get together.
It's another one of those where like with Christmas, it's nicer being a kid. Like with the Easter egg hunt and things.
Yeah,
do you know
that's
what I mean?
where it's magical, isn't it? Like,
yeah,
it's
exactly.
fun and exciting.
But to me, I just think Easter's actually just nice, wholesome family time.
We actually did at school. They did egg decorating competition, and it just like brought me back to when I was a kid.
I love it. It's the Easter bonnets for me. I think some schools are banning that.
We don't do Easter bonnet.
Do you not?
We do Easter egg decoration.
Yeah, I used to love that more than the bonnet.
I don't think we did bonnet.
We did definitely in infants, but like we never really like went to town and did it. The decorating the egg, I absolutely loved. I feel like one year, did one of us do Monsters Inc? Did one of us do? No.
I can't remember, but
I would always be so proud of my egg, right? And then you'd go in and people had spent freaking like 7 weeks.
You wouldn't believe some of these
on these eggs and all the backdrops and the 3D freaking. And you're like, all right,
you need 3D glasses for some of them.
I did mine 2 nights ago and was really proud of like painting Winnie the Pooh on it. Like, calm down.
I remember one year I did the planet Saturn.
Oh my god, you were so proud of that.
Ring on it, and I thought it was like the most incredible.
I remember
thing.
being jealous of that.
And
I was like, oh yeah, that just looks so simple and nice.
It was not.
No, but you know what it is? They always used to choose, obviously, the extravagant ones where people have put loads of work in. But I definitely think as the years went on in school, they started choosing like more simple
the
ones
that people had obviously done themselves instead of their parents.
Their parents doing it, yeah.
But then, like, sometimes it's probably a nice thing to sit down and do with your kids, so you can't like fully discount.
Disclosure. Yeah. I don't have kids. I have no idea what I'm going to be like as a mum, but I can't. I want to do that and have fun with them doing it, but I can't picture myself sat there with a glue gun.
You'll say, go to Auntie Ellie's house. She'll make your egg with you.
I'm not sure. No, I don't know. I'm just my head isn't there yet.
I can't imagine you doing it at all. But there's just
that's
like lots of
crazy.
little nice things when you're younger, isn't it? So it makes it more of a thing. Whereas adult, we're just getting on with
But
life.
yeah, like if any kids are listening, close your ears now. I'm not sure, but the Easter Bunny was never a thing in our house.
I
We
don't
never
know if it
believed
is
in
a
the
thing
Easter Bunny.
now. Is it?
We never ever believed in an Easter Bunny. Like it was talked about, but
Just
we
as like a nice thing, but no
like
one...
our mum and dad got us the egg, and our aunties and uncles got us the eggs.
Yeah.
So
Maybe it is a thing now. We've like Easter baskets and stuff that people do.
yeah, like I think it is. Yeah, but
There's
for
too
us,
many
it
things to
wasn't.
remember as a parent.
It just wasn't. I
don't
never
think it was a
believed
big
in the
thing.
Easter
No,
Bunny.
I don't think I did.
Like that he brought the eggs.
The only time I think I remember it being cool was when I was in reception and one of the teachers did like bunny prints.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, that's so cool, and like really liking it. But I don't know if I actually believed it.
Well, I don't know if we believed it or not because the year I just remember that Easter where we were sat on the stairs singing chick 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 chicken, lay a little egg for me, and then Dad came out of the bedroom
Yeah.
of like his and Mum's bedroom, came downstairs, went onto the top of the cupboard.
Yeah, I so remember them being on top of the cupboards.
Grabbed us our Easter eggs and handed us them. And I feel like that's the moment I maybe knew the Easter Bunny wasn't a thing.
It's like,
or,
oh, okay.
or I don't know whether we did ever believe it. I'm not sure.
I don't know, but we were always allowed chocolate for breakfast.
Yeah, we were allowed chocolate for breakfast on Easter. I am so looking forward to this week's episode. We are finally reacting to some Hinge prompts. I've not seen any of these, so
Do you
I'm
know
so
what?
excited.
I've not done Hinge in so long. I'm like, mate, this would give me anxiety if I had to come up to some answers.
It's honestly so awful. It's like the first day of uni or work or school, and they're like, tell us something interesting about yourself, and you just freeze up because you're like, I don't know what to say. I feel pressured. So basically, for those that have never had Hinge, it's a dating app where basically when you're filling out your profile, they give you prompts. So it'd be like my guilty pleasure is, or a controversial opinion I have is, and then you have to fill it out, and then that comes up on your profile
along with your pictures, and then people
along
can
with your
judge
pictures. But I think
you.
it's just a really good dating app for that, in terms of like that always sparks conversation. So like when I was on Hinge, people would reply to the prompts like with
Yeah,
something.
that
So when
was
I
the
had
best way of
bringing up a conversation rather than just like, oh hey,
hi, how you doing? And you talk about the prompt.
About the prompt, so it was like a conversation starter. So when I had Hinge, what the one that was like mostly responded to, I had and again, like this even gives me the ick thinking about it, but it's so hard to think of things because you don't want to come across. I feel like people are either just really humorous and sure of their humor that they can put something and you're like, like you respect it. But if you're not someone like that, you don't want to be dull and boring, but it's so hard to think of
You don't want to be
something.
so serious, but
it was like the most
quite
controversial.
cringy,
I know.
isn't it?
So I had most controversial opinion, and I just said that Home Alone is and then I put in capitals like worst Christmas film ever. The amount of people that had pop up being like,
was it
why are you
around
hating
Christmas?
on
It must have been around Christmas time that you did that. Because that so far is just really freaking random.
Well, I don't know. It just obviously popped in my head because everyone loves Home Alone, and I never changed it. So that was just always my prompt. And then I just the amount of people that would start a conversation with me off that prompt.
You and Yannick met on Hinge, didn't you?
We did.
Or did you reply to a prompt?
He messaged me. I liked him, so I think I just swiped as though I liked him.
Yeah.
And then obviously it came up to him that I had liked him, and then he liked me back, and then he started the conversation. So it wasn't actually, we didn't start talking off a prompt.
Oh, shame. That would have been a good story.
I know, I could have given you the
let down. Right.
No, actually, but he did say one of his prompts was it was simple pleasures.
Oh yeah.
And his was like
that's the one I'm starting
ice cold orange juice.
Oh, but because
but because you love orange juice, but it has to be ice cold. I got it, so I didn't think that was weird or anything. I was like, oh, it reminds me of my sister.
Yeah, like,
But I don't know if we actually discussed it, but I just remember that
you
being
were like,
one of
oh,
his
yeah,
prompts.
that's good. That works for me. My simple pleasures.
Okay.
Start with a few of them.
These are all from guys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Driving with the windows down. I think that's a vibe. I'd be like, oh, that's a bit vibey. I like that.
I just think that's a random thing for Hinge. It doesn't really tell me anything about you.
Yeah, but I like driving with the windows down, so that would make me think, oh,
Oh, really?
yeah,
To me, I'd probably read that and be like, that gave me nothing.
fair. But this,
And I actually hate the windows being down. So
well,
I'm
there
like,
you
you're
go.
Not,
That's
you're not
why-
for me.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'd be saying I was cold. Can you put the windows back
Yeah,
up?
you're always cold.
And it's noisy, especially if you're on the motorway. That's just, I'd be like, no.
Yeah, so it does give a lot. You could be like, yeah, not for me. That's not a pleasure of
All
mine.
right, yeah. Skip, next.
The walk home after a good workout.
Oh, so these are all under that
Yeah,
bracket.
yeah.
The walk home after a workout.
That's a no from me.
I'd be a ick.
Let's not talk about the gym on our Hinge profiles.
I know. And like when every single photo of a guy is him in the gym,
No.
that would put me off. Like,
too.
what am I now going to have to like, oh, we're going to be talking about protein in our food, and you're going to be having a salmon, and I just want to have pasta. Like, no.
I feel like
It's
you've been
triggering.
here.
No, that's a no from me.
And do you know what? If we were in like a relationship,
I understand, like, but if he'd have said like,
because,
oh,
like,
the
coming
endorphins
down
or
and, like, from it and feeling good about
yeah,
yourself.
but it's just like the walk home after what? You just want to tell me you work out?
yeah.
No.
Um,
I wish we were seeing the pictures with these prompts.
yeah, that would be so good. I would actually really like that. Okay, new prompt. I'm looking for an emergency contact besides my mum.
I think that's banter.
I think that's really funny, but then I like was deep in it and I was like, bit serious, mate.
No, because I can imagine no one is serious when they're writing that. Like, that's just, I think that's fun.
Yeah, that is
lighthearted, like, shows that they've got a bit of cheeky personality, like, can have a bit of banter. I think that's a good
I
one.
like that.
And it's not cringy banter. That's the kind of banter I would want.
That's actually quite good if you had it. I'm assuming that's from like now because there's been that
trend on TikTok.
So that would be
I
actually
would.
quite good.
Immediately I thought, oh, they're like on it with the trends.
Yeah, that would be cool. Now this is just dull.
Is
I
the
think.
cringy one? Oh, dull. Go on.
Together we could watch paint dry.
No, so these
Like,
are so
no.
bait. Like, so I remember being on Hinge, you could tell so many guys just didn't want to write these prompts. A lot of them are either literally just because you have to write something, just put a dash.
Really?
And that would make me swipe against, because I'm like, oh, you couldn't even put the effort. And I was like, none of us want to do these prompts, but give me something. But you could tell so many guys, I swear, were so scared of being cringy or like didn't know what to put that they would just put the most dull, boring thing.
That's not going to make
But then
me...
again, it made me think, well, are you dull in person?
Yeah, like, come on, try.
Like, none of us want to do this.
I want to see that you've tried on a couple.
Yeah, I would give a guy more credit for trying than not trying at all.
This is funny, but I reckon a girl wrote it.
Oh, go on.
We'll get along if your ex is dead. I think that's hilarious.
Yeah, that's funny.
Because it's like, yeah, perfect. Don't have to worry about them. Never
But
on my
imagine if
mind.
you read that and it was a guy. I'd be like,
No, that's only funny if a girl wrote it, I think.
yeah.
The prompt is my greatest strength.
Yeah.
And someone's put spelling, but they've spelled it wrong.
No, I could see the banter in that, but that's not. I'd be thinking we don't have the same.
Yeah, I think that's quite fun.
I'd be like, oh, you like smart ass. No, I don't know.
I think that's like such a boy.
Yeah. If the rest of the profile was strong, that wouldn't put me off.
Yeah, but like a girl's not writing that.
No. Okay, I've got some. So the prompt is a skill I've always wanted to master. I actually remember this one. And
Oh.
I feel like guys always had quite funny answers to this one, like just not that serious.
When I used to read people's answers on Hinge, I used to think I'm actually not funny.
Oh yeah, I'm one of the dull people.
Because then I'd find people's responses, I'm like, you're good.
Yeah, but some people are naturally funny.
Yeah, they are.
I'm like, not.
I always thought it was one of my strengths, and
You're good at
Hinge
sarcasm.
humbled me.
Yeah, the internet really, when you go on the comment section on TikTok, it really humbles.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'm not funny at all because
No.
these but then I love the comments where it's like, how do people, when they get loads of likes, these comments, because it's like, how are these people thinking of these comments?
I
And I'm
know.
like, then that comment gets 10,000 likes because I'm like, well, yeah, I thought the same. How are they thinking of this
Yeah.
stuff?
So okay, there's 10,000 people that think the same as me.
Yeah. Okay, so it says a skill I've always wanted to master: the ability to fold fitted sheets without losing my sanity.
Yeah. No, that's true. You ever folded fitted sheet?
Oh, I was like, what does he mean? Like, you just fold it, but yeah,
You
fitted
can't.
sheet.
They don't fold.
Yeah.
And
The fact that he was saying, I think that's so rogue, though.
That's
I'd be
niche.
like,
that's niche. He's really thought about that.
yeah, I don't know whether I'd be impressed about the level of thought or like weirded out that that was what they thought.
No,
But time
I'd be
and effort's
impressed
gone
by
into that.
because,
Time and effort.
especially we've got a super king bed and they are literally impossible to fold. And every single
Yeah,
time,
I mean, we
I
all
get
just
to
like
the third fold, and I'm just like,
we all do the little. We
But I
definitely
feel
do.
like that would be a green flag for me because I'd be like, oh, they make their own bed.
Yeah, true. Okay, I'm overly competitive about. That's the prompt.
Oh, okay.
Beating my personal best at Mario Kart. Now,
I
if the
think that's a
rest
bit
of the
generic.
profile, yeah, if the profile looked standard, I'd be like, that's generic. But if he looked a bit of a gamer, it would concern me.
Oh yeah,
I'm not about the gamer life.
I think they're doing that for a bit of like trying to be funny.
Yeah, I think that's
Fun.
trying to be funny, but not actually funny. But I'd still respect it.
I think choosing that I'm overly competitive at could probably be a bit of a red flag to quite a lot of girls.
Another one with the same question I'm overly competitive about.
Yeah,
Monopoly, friendships have been ruined. See, I like this.
I think that's an ick.
I think that's funny because it's like,
I like the friendships have been ruined.
yeah,
bit,
the friendships have been
but
ruined.
The Monopoly bit, ew no.
Oh yeah, I actually hate Monopoly.
Same.
But just the friendships have been ruined.
That
It makes me think,
funny.
oh, funny, light-hearted.
Yeah.
But yeah, Monopoly, I'd probably, you could reply to that and be like, what if I don't play Monopoly?
Yeah, if everything
To start a conversation.
If I really liked everything else on the profile, I'd be like, we'll see.
Yeah, okay, so I remember this prompt, and I didn't choose this one because I just thought this, even like the prompt, I just think it's so cringy because what would you even say? Like, let me actually ask you what you would say.
Okay, go.
So the prompt is, the way to win me over is. I remember reading some thinking, oh yeah, that was clever, but I remember thinking there's no way I could answer this that doesn't seem weird.
I couldn't think of something funny. Like, I'd have to just put something like bringing me a cup of tea.
Yeah. But then is that dull?
Yeah, I really do.
So the best way to win me over, bringing me breakfast in bed, in brackets, bonus points for avocado toast. See, I think again it's kind of similar to you.
Yeah, that's similar to what I
Dull,
said.
boring. But then again, I'd probably
I like
read
the bonus
that.
points bit.
I like the bonus points bit because it's giving a bit extra. But then they're like, to be fair, bringing me breakfast in bed. But fairs.
I think that's overrated.
Oh yeah, but I actually don't
you?
Love breakfast in bed. I think crumbs are getting in my bed.
Yeah, no, Richard would die, firstly.
Cup of tea in bed.
Cup of tea in bed is a vibe, but breakfast in bed is overrated. You know, it's like, oh, Mother's Day, give the breakfast.
No, I won't want that. I want to come down. The table's set. There's flowers.
Yeah.
A nice breakfast been
but
made
I've
for
been
me
allowed to stay in bed as long as I wish.
Okay, someone said best way to win me over is randomly breaking into song and dance routines.
That's fun. That's a bit of you.
The thing is, I actually do that. So
Yeah,
I'd be like,
do.
oh, well,
So you'd be
I'm
like,
the girl for you.
They're on my wavelength.
But I can understand people reading that and being like, cringe. That's really weird. But I feel like that's a guy that genuinely is looking for a best friend.
Yeah,
that's someone who's serious on the app.
They're not taking themselves too seriously, but they're
like,
trying.
Okay. Oh, this is the one. This is the one I did Home Alone to. So most controversial opinion is, oh my God, this is so. I would be like no on this because it is just the most generic thing. Pineapple on pizza.
Oh no, boring.
That actually, I remember seeing that all the time, and I was like, well, that's not
like
creative.
I've just put in that because
I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
No, ick.
How do you feel about pineapple on pizza?
No.
I've actually just never had it.
I like pineapple, but I don't like it hot. Like I don't like cooked pineapple. Does that make
fair.
sense? So
Yeah,
I like
that's fair.
pineapple, but not warm.
Okay.
Okay, I kind of like this one. So, most controversial opinion is Comic Sans is an underrated font. It's not.
It's not. I hate it.
I hate it, but I kind of like the response.
But I'm kind of like, if they put that so that people respond like kicking off.
Maybe.
that to
It's
me
not
is the
underrated.
only reason why they've
It's
said
just
that.
the primary
primary
font.
school.
Oh no. But I kind of like the response
Yeah,
though.
I do.
No, you know what? I'll give that. Okay, someone else has put most controversial opinion is the book is never always better than the movie. I mean, I agree with that statement. I think it's like, so you know how people...
So the book isn't always better than the movie?
No, is. Oh, wait, the book is never always better than the movie because people always say the book's always better than the movie.
So they're saying it's not.
They're saying the book isn't better than the movie. Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Yeah, I actually think that's fine. It depends on the book, depends on the movie.
Yeah, but I suppose that is a controversial opinion though, because the saying is
it is controversial. People really.
I would read that and be like, "You're my kind of person," because I don't read.
There was
I always just watch the movie.
I can't remember what it was, but I really thought actually that the film was really good. I can't remember what it was, so that's an irrelevant thing to say.
Okay, we'll just do a few more.
See, you won't get this, but I quite like this because you've not had like the whole corporate life.
Okay,
but the prompt is my most irrational fear.
Okay. I actually remember this one.
The response is receiving an email. Which in the corporate
Mine would be
world,
like receiving a random phone call. I can't. But yeah, receiving an email, I get that.
That I would, if I was still in the corporate world, I'd be like, yeah.
Okay. Together we could is the prompt.
Okay.
Together we could train my cat to do some stand-up comedy. Trust me, he's got some killer material. I just find that weird. And a cat person as well.
Yeah, cat people would like that. Don't you think?
Yeah.
I think cat people would be all over that. So they'd find...
No.
It's not for me,
it's
but I
not
think they'd
for me,
find
that.
someone they wanted.
I think that's really cringy. Okay. 2 truths and a lie. I actually used to love these.
Yeah, they're quite a good one to respond to.
Like, it's just, yeah. Okay, so this, if you were hearing this, 2 truths and a lie. I can balance a spoon on my nose. I unintentionally photobombed a stranger's wedding photos. I can beat any squirrel in a staring contest. I just feel like none of those
That's
are
boring.
giving.
I'd be like, well, I don't care about any of them being true or not true.
And I just feel like it's either the spoon on the nose or the unintentionally photobombed a stranger's wedding photos. But if the most interesting thing about you is that you unintentionally photobombed wedding photos, okay, cool.
How would you even know? That's dull.
Yeah, not for me. Oh, I quite like this one.
Go.
First round is on me if you can recite the entire Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song without missing a beat. I remember seeing things like that, and I always used to think like, oh yeah, okay, fairs.
No, I think
I mean, I couldn't do that, but I'd be like, respect. I kind of like that you've had a bit of a think about it. It's quite generic, but I kind of like it.
I think it's quite generic. I think they're trying to appeal to the masses rather than show who they are.
Fairs. But it could be a good conversation. If you did know it, you'd be like, oh, first round on you then. Do you know? Like, yeah, I can see why you would start talking to someone through that.
Yeah, and then it's a good, like, back and forth type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's quite a good one. To be fair, you do have to think about what's going to get responses.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, they need to offer A-levels in this stuff.
I know. Literally.
So
ChatGPT. I bet ChatGPT gets asked about Hinge prompts all the time.
Yeah, everyone ends up with the same one. like to get the right level of humor and response and
I know,
seriousness.
it's too
Oh my
much.
gosh! Or do we just deep it? Does no one else deep it as much?
No,
as
I think
us?
everyone does deep Hinge prompts.
All right, okay. I'm glad. I hope so. If not, we've just taken this to like a
new level.
Yeah. Do you know what I think? Actually, I think Americans will be good at this because Americans aren't like.
Oh my god, I
afraid
would love
to
to
just
see American
say-
Hinge.
Yeah, I think they're
They're
not afraid.
so
They're
much
just
more forward.
yeah.
And like, I think to British people, they'd find it so cringy. But I feel like
'Cause
I
we're
would love
sat
it. I
here-
would just love someone being a bit more like out there.
I think Americans would just say it how it is.
Yeah.
I reckon
I
their
actually
Hinge
would
profiles
love to
are
see
so
American
good.
Hinge.
Yeah, I reckon. You should have when you were you saying when we went to New York. You should have turned it on when we were in New York just to have a look. That was ages ago, but it would just been so fun.
No, so fun.
Let us know on our DMs if you've like got any really good ones yourself,
Yeah, any like
or if
really
you've seen any
cringy
good ones.
ones. Yeah.
For us to react to as well. I think maybe we're being a bit harsh, but you know. Right, this week I want to know, because you mentioned last week that you went to the Boots Masterclass.
Yes.
And I want to know some of these hints, tricks, recommendations.
Oh, the recommendations. I did say I was going to do this. Yeah, so the Boots Beauty Live event, let me take my memory back. So what I will say is I was on the hunt. If you've seen the vlog, you know this, but I was on the hunt for a skin tint because it's spring. I know I'm a full coverage girly.
I
but
love a skin tint.
sometimes
have you found one?
Well, I will tell you.
Sorry, I'm being impatient.
So sometimes it's just like I need to like pop to the shops.
Yeah.
I'm not doing a face of makeup, but yeah, it would
But
be
I
nice
want to look
just,
a bit more alive.
Yeah. So they actually had the NYX glazed. I don't know if you've been seeing it all over TikTok. It's like
I think I
donut
have
packaging.
seen it, yeah.
And I tell you, I did like it, but then I fell in love with something else. So I only literally got that tested on my hand. I felt like the coverage was nice. I would say definitely more medium than light coverage. So if you're someone that's wanting to give it a go but not maybe go all the way down, and you're like, no, I'm a full coverage girly, like I would say the NYX glazed is good. But basically the Milk Hydro Gripping Glow Primer. So they sell it as a primer. So I think it's supposed to obviously give you a glowy base, and then obviously kind of like then will have glowy makeup.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
it's a glowy undertone, but it's tinted.
Did they say you could use it as like?
Well, when she was putting it on me and rubbing it on, I was like, because I had skin tint in my head, I was like, I would use this as a skin tint, and she was like, no, exactly that. Like people do.
Is the brand Milk?
Milk is the brand.
Oh, I've not heard of them.
Yeah, so they've got a really viral like hydro gripping primer. I actually have it, but this is like got a tint in it. It's glowy.
Oh.
And when she was putting it on my hand, it felt nice.
Oh, that's if you're doing a lightweight, you want it to feel nice.
Light. Do you know what I mean? The NYX one felt a little bit heavier. But this just, obviously it's supposed to be a primer, so maybe that's why it felt really light. But it actually felt, and she even said, before I could even get my words out, she was like, it's moisturizing. And I was like, no, it feels like that. So I would put that on my face, get that little bit of a glow, get that bit of a tint, but my face would feel hydrated.
Was it sticky? Because I feel some primers are really sticky.
It didn't, but I had it on, it felt nice, looked at it for like 10 seconds, then wiped it off.
Oh, right, okay.
So it's not like it was on my hand all day and I could tell. I can't give you
That's fair.
Tell you what else I fell in love with. The Laneige. Have you heard of Laneige?
Yeah, I have.
It's like, I feel like it's the new it thing.
Yeah.
I'm very late to it. Like, I heard of it when I did the Boots Valentine's Day thing, and everyone there was like, how do you not even know about this?
Yeah, it's a big thing.
Like on skincare and just, so, but they have really famous lip oil. But they were doing tinted ones at the Boots event. They're bringing out tinted ones. I tried like this nude neutral one. They had a really nice pinky neutral one, which I think would go really nice over my Kylie lipstick.
Yeah.
But I tried the more brownie neutral tone. When I say it was the most buttery thing I've ever put on my lips.
Like it just felt
buttery, velvety,
Oh,
like really nice consistency. Not too much, not too little. I was like, I kind of get the hype.
that's cool. I don't know them for lip stuff. They do like moisturizer and eye cream
Yeah,
and
so
stuff.
I
don't they?
kind
Yeah.
of knew it more as skincare, but
Yeah.
they just had a stall there just for these tinted lip
Ooh.
oils that they were obviously bringing
They
out.
sound lovely.
Yeah, so
I get really dry lips as well. So if it felt like buttery and nice,
no, it felt
yeah.
so velvety buttery. Like
Mm.
I literally kept putting it on my lips and was like, oh my god, I could like this could be never ending.
Yeah.
I tell you what was there, HMB. And
Oh,
obviously, I love their
love it.
concealer, but they only had they've got blushes,
Oh,
like cream and powder. I didn't hang around there too long because I'm kind of a blush girly, but I did test it out a little bit, and I will say the pigment was good.
well, I use their bronzer and the pigment's really good.
Yeah, I wanted to test out. So when I just saw HMB and was like, oh, I really want to. What did I want to test out? I really wanted to test out the translucent powder because I've heard that's really, really good, and I have keep seeing it on TikTok Shop, and so I was like, oh, I can try it out here, and then I'll buy it.
And they just had the blush.
And they just had the blushes because obviously it's just like each stand was promoting
like
something.
certain things, maybe new products or do something different.
And then again, I would say the powdered curve case that Mitchell was talking about. I think I mentioned that on last week's episode briefly.
The black and white one.
No, so he's like, you know, the curve case, it's all cream products.
Yeah.
He's bringing out so it's like all the shit,
okay.
but it's powder. So obviously to layer
Very
on
nice.
top with. So he is bringing out powdered curve cases, which I do think is good because you could even use that as eyeshadow if you wanted.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's just to kind of obviously like complement.
Well,
like,
yeah, if you had both of them, that's amazing.
then you've got it, you're
everything.
sorted. Yeah. So I would say
Oh,
that's a
very
good little
nice.
recommendation as well.
Oh, I love them. I'm definitely going to look at that skin tint you mentioned.
Yeah.
Because I'm definitely wanting one of them.
No, it felt really, really nice on my hand. But yeah, thanks for listening, guys.
Thanks, guys. Let us know if there's anything you specifically want any recommendations on, and we'll have a good think about everything that we use.
Good little juicy think, but we hope you've enjoyed this just light-hearted Easter Monday episode.
Yeah, thanks.
Now I'm off to go get ready for bed, boy.
Oh, it's so exciting. I'm going to get ready for bed. Love
Bye.
you. Bye.